What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing a small car review as we are in lockdown and cannot be doing big car reviews. So for you RC enthusiasts out there, I will be doing a review on the HNR MARS, the Racing Pro Edition. It is a 1/10 scale monster truck. So let's take a first look at what you get in the box and a little snippet of what it can do. Right, so straight away guys, here's the box, the HNR Racing Pro Edition. Got this awesome blue shell. This is the option I chose. Got some pictures here on the box. Let's take a look here. So we do have, it says here, all-terrain extra large 135mm high performance tire set. These tires are massive. They are really big for the car, but I mean it helps in the way that this thing performs. It's a great basher, high speed. Right, so on the back we do get an adjustable wheelie bar included. We've got oil-filled big bore aluminium anodized shocks that could handle high jump and all extreme conditions. They are brilliant, they do handle it quite well. I have taken this out for a couple runs now. And the best part about this vehicle is that you get a hobby wing motor mixed with a hobby wing brushless ESC included, the 80 amp waterproof edition, which is the Max 10. Now this combination is an absolute beast. I mean, this thing allows for 2S batteries and 3S batteries, and straight out of the box with the standard 2S battery included, you are able to do roughly 60 kilometers an hour. I think that's about 35 miles per hour. That's about it really out of the box. Now let's see what's included in the box. So included in the box you will receive a 2-cell battery, a 30C 3500 milliamp battery, which is included. You will receive the balance charger. It's a very basic balance charger, no discharge on here. 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cells, you can see, of course included with the power connections to place into the back there. You'll also receive a small little packet with the bypass plug there to bypass your switch, and a little tube for the aerial if needed. I haven't had a need to use these. Of course you will receive the transmitter, a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. Ignore the GoPro mount there, that is mine. And looking online you will see that there is a different version of this remote out there, of this transmitter. This seems to be version 2 with all your basic controls, your reverse or normal steering, your reverse or normal throttle, all your trims, your throttle, your steering trim, obviously power indicator, you've got your bind button, power on and off, and of course your steering dual rates. The transmitter only requires 4 AA batteries, which are not included in the box. Then included in the package, of course, a user manual with all your parts guides with blown up images of what to expect and how it is all put together. If you ever need any replacement parts or upgrades, take a look here on your parts guide. Included is also some user manuals for your ESC and motor, as this is a fully programmable ESC. And you get these little clips. These are to be placed in the front, on the front bumper, as you can add LEDs to this kit. And of course some stickers. You will be receiving some stickers. Half of them have already been put onto the shell when you receive the car. Of course guys, then we have the car. There she is. Take a look at this body guys. I mean, it is quite a great looking body with sharp angles. Got it in this dark blue color with the lightning bolts. As I said, a lot of the stickers were already placed on top of it, and it is all held together just with your standard body clips, 2 at the back and 2 in front. So here is the inside of the vehicle. So you will notice there is a lot of plastic guys, but plastic is not always a bad thing, as you know, in the RC world, depending on the style of driving and things you're planning on doing with this vehicle. There's a huge amount of ground clearance here, and look at the suspension travel here. I mean, it's insane. Straight out the box, the suspension does feel a little bit soft and you may be hitting the ground, but luckily with these big bore shocks you do get the coilover style where you can adjust these nuts here to adjust the preload and obviously make it a little bit more bouncier. I have set it up for my liking, which is to have some, you know, great response and racing around, but also at the same time to have it quite bouncy for when I do take those jumps. And even though I am not bashing it off of giant skate park ramps, but simply backyard bashing, it does take quite a beating, and the suspension does hold up. See, we do have a nice wheelie bar, which is an adjustable wheelie bar. I have set it to the maximum, as you can see here. If we just tilt it up, I mean, that's about the max it'll go, hitting the wheelie bar. It is set a little bit lower than that as stock, so I have adjusted that. Oil-filled shocks, a aluminium shock with plastic around it, plastic cap. As I said, I haven't taken it off huge extreme bashing. Got your battery tray here, which is a honeycomb style for extra grip, and with Velcro it ties in your battery quite tight, which actually attaches to the bottom there. If we take a look at these tires, I mean, these tires are massive. They are quite a soft compound, as you can see, and they do flex quite a lot. So at max speed or even at half speed, you will see these tires ballooning quite a bit, but they do the job for this vehicle. I mean, I've taken this on grass and on flat sand, and it's incredible to see the perfect amount of grip to slip that you require on the vehicle. Front of the vehicle, we do have this nylon front bumper with quite a bit of flex, with this interesting design here up front. You can see there's quite a bit of flex there, which is actually quite a good thing. And of course, those clips that came in the package would sit within these spaces here to attach your LEDs. This frame, you can see, you may notice that this is a similar frame and chassis to the, I think it's the Ducono Red Cat, very similar. I'm pretty sure they're sharing similar parts in certain aspects. And yeah, and then we've got a servo here, which is a little bit confusing. On the box it does say a 9 kilogram servo, but if we take a closer look on the servo, you'll see that this is actually a 15 kilogram servo. Plenty of punch to it. Maybe not the quickest servo in the world, but I mean, I think for the applications I'm using it for, it is perfect. Moving along here, if we take a look up here, you will see the Hobby Wing motor with the Max 10 Hobby Wing 80 amp ESC, which is a great combination. I mean, this thing flies out the box. Even on the stock 2S battery, it can take a 3S setup, which is mad, and it packs a huge punch. Of course, this is the 3652 3300 kV motor, and that is why this Max 10 ESC is fully programmable, as you can find in the manuals. Inside here you will find a metal spur gear, a metal pinion gear, which is fantastic. It is all metal on inside the differentials, as you can hear. Fully metal, got quite that crunchy metal sound. If we look here, you will see your standard 7mm lock nut, which attaches onto a 12mm hex on the inside. Just a heads up to really tighten these, as after a couple of drives I did notice that they were coming loose. I couldn't really see if they were nylon on the inside, as they are black, but they are serrated, so with enough force they will grip onto the plastic. So just make sure those are tight, as you do not want these coming loose, as it can damage your hexes and cause further damage to the rest of the vehicle. If we take a look underneath the vehicle, we've got this interesting chassis which helps with that ground clearance, where it starts quite high up here, then drops in the middle and back up. This model uses your Allen key screw or hex style screw. Just a heads up for that. You've got these nice thick but flexible A-arms, and underneath here is actually your metal drive shaft linking the front to the back for your four-wheel drive, and it is this awesome orange coated aluminium within the middle there. And as you can take a look here, we are sitting, you've got your differential in front and your diffs in the back, four-wheel drive. We do have 3.5mm CVD shafts, which is fantastic to see. We do have plastic knuckles. We do have a thick plastic. Thick doesn't always mean great, but hanging on for the moment, no worries there. There is a list of parts online where you can find these. I'll put a link in the description. I'll also put a link in the description of where you can find this vehicle locally here in South Africa and also internationally. So the ESC inside here, guys, just for you that are worried about your LiPo batteries, of course this is a fully programmable ESC, but just a heads up that it does have a LVC, a low voltage cutoff, and if you look in the instruction manual, it's a little bit confusing surprising as they do not give you an actual voltage number. Instead, they tell you low, intermediate / medium or high. What this means is, and I can guarantee you as I have tested this, that the standard LVC that is on this vehicle is set to 3.2 volts. The car automatically will hit the cutoff and slow down to 50% power, where you can drive it back to you. You have a 10-second window where until the car completely shuts off. The stock battery will give you about 12 to 15 minutes before the LVC kicks in. 15 minutes might be pushing it to the LVC, but I'd say anything between 10 to 12 minutes of runtime before actually hitting the LVC. Cool guys, so there you have it. That is the HNR Mars. Please take a look at the cinematic clips I've taken. Like I said, I haven't bashed this off of skate park ramps and off of roofs. It is simply for backyard bashing for me, but this thing is plenty capable. Top speeds of 60 kilometers, roughly 35 miles per hour, straight out of the box with the standard 2-cell battery. It can take 3-cell, can do a lot more, which is insane, and it seems to be quite durable for what I'd like to achieve out of this. Take a look at the cinematic clip. Thanks guys.